So now that I'm just over 30 cocktails into creating 100 brand new rum cocktails for my cocktail book that's coming out in 2027, I thought what would be a fun idea is to quickly recap and give you my favourite 5 creations so far. So that's what you've got coming up in this video. My top 5 ranked 5th to my favourite last. All the recipes will be in the description below, so go and check that out. But to start off with, let's dive into, this was actually cocktail number 10, and it's called the Cosmic Coast. Right, this cocktail I have called the Cosmic Coast purely because the first ingredient, the rum Stella. That's where I get this name from. So 30 ml, I'll talk you through the Stella in a minute of the rum blend that goes into here, but 30 ml, 1 ounce. This is typically an unaged rum. For the sour element of my cocktail, this time I'm going lemon juice. All right, just 20 ml of lemon juice instead of lime juice. Then to complete the sour, I'm going for agave sort of nectar. So that's my, I'm just going for 10 ml here, but this will be my spirit, citrus, sugar. That's how I build out most of my cocktails. Well, now it's just to layer sort of some ingredients in there or some flavors in there. Now I'm going for some amaretto, my favorite amaretto. I love this sort of stuff. 20 ml. All right, 20. And then to complement the amaretto, going for some mango puree, mango syrup. Again, 20 ml. That's about my sweet spot for the Real stuff. Now, there is one more ingredient coming after the shake, but I'm just going to ice this up, give you a good old shake. Then glass choice this time from Urban Bar. I'm going for their sling glass. And I'm just going to strain this over crushed ice. And then final ingredient, I'll talk you through these in a minute after we've done the tasting, but these are my house salt and pepper bitters, but there's a little bit more to them than just salt and pepper. And I'm just going to do 2 drips over the top. That is going to be very dangerous because that is so easy to drink and so much fun. So just a couple of quick things to explain there. Firstly, the Stella, the rum, just in case you haven't seen this, you're new to my channel. Stella is actually a 4 rum blend. It's got a touch of agricole in there, but it's a pot and column still blend. We've got La Reunion, the agricole, Swaziland rum, unaged Jamaica, and then Don Republic, a touch of aged Don Republic. And it's sort of like an unaged rum. It's absolutely fantastic, really good white rum. And the other thing to talk you about right at the end there was those salt and pepper bitters. They are from a friend of mine up north in the UK. Salt and pepper means something slightly different to what you would expect it to mean if you're not from the region. So it is actually salt and pepper combined with various different types of chili, and then Dave's actually added some MSG into the mix as well. So there's lovely sort of umami, salt and pepper, spicy bitters, just fantastic. If you're in the UK, there will be a discount available for that now at the time of filming as well. So that was cocktail number 5. Cocktail number 4, this was, which number was this? This was the 25th cocktail that I filmed, so quite recent, but this is Stargazer. 45 ml, 1.5 ounces of my Stella. This is just Nissan Blanc. It's a higher ABV, agricole, 15 ml, half an ounce. Right, not my usual ratios of a sour in this because I'm only going 15 ml of lime juice, just 1.5. Sweetener again is coming in 2 forms. So first up, your favorite pineapple syrup, and I'm just going 10 ml of Real's pineapple, complemented with 10 ml of my orgeat syrup. Right, that's the sour element done. Now we get to build out the cocktail, and there's just there's three more ingredients coming. So first off, I'm just going to loosely say a Campari alternative, 10 ml of Tempus Fugit Gran Classico. Then I've got some strawberry liqueur from Giffard, this one. Again, 10 ml of that. And then to round all those flavours off, I've just got some saline solution, 5 drops. Right, I just need to give it a damn good shake, and we're going to serve it up. Then because I've gone for this rather sexy sort of Mai Tai glass, it's called, I'm just going to double strain. That is so good. It is proper punchy and boost forward. It's not one of those cocktails that you sip on an afternoon by the pool or anything like that. But the flavours that come out in that are just to die for. And then we come on to my third favourite cocktail, and I think this might be my favourite just for the name alone. This is hilarious. Great name. My naming skills have come on leaps and bounds now. So this this is called Turtle Recall. I flipping love that. And this was actually cocktail number 28, so a very, very recent video that I've just dropped. So let's dive into that. I have called this cocktail Turtle Recall. Genius. Now that is a nod to the brand here, Hawksbill. They're all about saving turtles. This is mango peel rum, 30 ml, 1 ounce. And then just going to sort of bolster that a little bit with my overproof, it's a British scratch rum, Funk Drop from Dropworks, just 15 ml, half an ounce. Lime juice this time, just going for 20 ml, not the normal sort of 30, just 20. Next ingredient, agave. Now I like to use agave just instead of like a demerara syrup or something like that, but I don't want too much. Just going for 5 ml of my agave nectar or agave syrup. And the rest of my sweetener is actually coming from a ginger syrup again. All right, so this is lovely and feisty, but I'm just going for 10 ml. So I've got 15 ml in total of syrup. Now that was this sour element of my cocktail done. 5 ingredients. We've got 2 rums, we've got the lime juice, and then we've got 2 syrups. So we've done the sour, the daiquiri, if you like. Now we're just going to build out the cocktail, which is actually really easy because it's just one ingredient, and I'm going for a yuzu liqueur this time, and I'm just going for 15 ml, and that is the cocktail. So I'm just going to shake it up and then we'll serve it. Quick shake done. Then we're just going to strain it into this lovely glass, again from Urban Bar. Discounts in the description below. Look at that. I know I use this word a lot, incredible. I need to come up with different adjectives. I don't know what they are. I didn't do very well at English at school. Descriptive words, let's just call them that. But that is goddamn absolutely incredible. Now we come on to my second favourite cocktail so far, and this was actually really early doors. This was cocktail number 4. And it's called the Banana Bay. Then there's a couple of things to give you a heads up on here. First off, bear in mind this was really early on when I just started, when I re-niched down into rum. So the bottle that you're about to see is actually the Dropworks Tiki blend that I've done pre-Dropworks sending me labels so I could do my own bottles. So it's a blend of Dropworks Barrel Drop, Dropworks Dark Drop, and Dropworks Funk Drop. And it's, I forget the ABV, I will put it in the description, but it's about 42% ABV, something like that, because the Funk Drop's a higher ABV. And the other thing to explain is the Chinola as well, just in case you haven't seen them before. Chinola, I've got 3 of them. The original was the passion fruit, the mango was the second, and the pineapple that you're about to see is the brand new one. Now, I think these liqueurs are genius. They are a blend of Dominican Republic rum blended with fresh Dominican Republic fruits. Now, I say this with a side of caution. I keep mine in the fridge after they've been opened because they are fresh fruit in there. I cannot say yet how long they last after opening. I have got a very old bottle of passion fruit that is very, very brown, and that's 2 years old. It is very, very brown, been opened, and there's about that much left in the bottle. So I am definitely keeping these in the fridge. They have been open now for a good 6 weeks or so, I would say, time this video comes out, and it's still absolutely fine. Now, I would expect them to last quite a while, but I don't know how long they'll last if they're not kept in the fridge. So my recommendation, I think bars, this is next level ingredients. I really do. Home consumers, if you've got room in the fridge, dive in. But if not, I'm not overly sure at this precise moment. Right, so I've called this cocktail the Banana Bay. A, because it's got banana in it, and B, because I think it's another one of those cocktails that you would sip like on a beach bar. I think it's perfect for a beach bar. I'll explain the first video you watched. I'll explain what this rum is in a minute, but this is my tiki blend, 45 ml. Then I just want some lime juice. I'm going for 30 ml, 1 ounce. Then the sweet element is coming in 2 forms. I've got some falernum. So falernum, we'll dive into that in a bit, but to sort of speed this up. But it is a beautiful, beautiful sort of tiki flavour. Just 10 ml. And then because I do want a touch more sweetness in this cocktail to balance everything out in a second, but I don't want any more flavour to that, I'm just going to use a plain 2-to-1 syrup. So again, another 10 ml. So let's get this banana into the cocktail. We've got Tempus Fugit here, 20 ml of a decent, your favourite sort of banana liqueur. Then going to complement that with my pineapple liqueur. I did use that in the last video as well, but I'll explain. If you haven't seen the last video, I'll explain this again in a second. 20 ml. Look at this. And a couple more ingredients, but one of those just to kind of give us this nice tropical flavour, and passion fruit works really well with banana as well. So I'm just going for 20 ml of your favourite sort of passion fruit syrup. Then last ingredients, just give you a little close up there. We've just got some grapefruit bitters. So I'm just going for, I call it a pipette, but it's effectively half a pipette, but you'll never fill out more than that. All right, first time rocking this glass out. This is the Jilly from Urban Bar, and they've actually got 3 in this. It's the double old fashioned, but I flipping love them. That looks really cool. And crown it with a bit more crushed ice to make it look sexy. I've nearly finished that cocktail. That is so good. You get this beautiful layer of banana and passion fruit. The rum is not like massively in your face, but then the second layer, the second wave that comes is that falernum. That sort of spice element in there. You get the pineapple, and then you kind of get this, and it's because I love the drink so much, lilt, you do pick up on this sort of grapefruit note that just comes through there, pineapple and grapefruit. And then it just comes back around again, you like the saliva hits, and then you get more passion fruit and you get more of that beautiful pineapple. It's absolutely delicious. I'm so annoyed with myself that I haven't come up with that 5 years ago. And now we come on to my out and out favorite cocktail so far. This was number 19 and it was called Sunny Hideaway. This is just absolutely delicious. I've made this a few times since. I might tweak it for the book entry that's coming out. I have made this with saline and without saline solution, and there's just a little bit of tinkering. It's like a 9.8 at the moment, but I'm trying to get it to a 10 out of 10 because it is so flipping delicious. The only thing to really kind of explain that you'll see coming up in this, just in case, again, if you are new and you haven't seen this, there's a bright orange yellow 10-pin bowling pin coming out. That is my Mer Lemon. It is an Australian liqueur, so it's not English or anything like that. It's Australian. And what it is actually lemon myrtle. There's no lemon in it. It is lemon myrtle, the herb, but it is super vibrant in lemon. Now, the guys do call it like a spritz. There's no, or an aperitivo. There's no bitterness as such to it. It's a touch, but not too much. So you would use it as spritz, but my genius way of sort of referring to this is actually a lemon version of triple sec. Triple sec is oranges. Think lemon version of that. It's not quite limoncello, obviously, because there's no lemon in there. It's lemon myrtle or herb, but that's the best way I can describe it. Just think lemon triple sec. It is super delicious, and if this ever makes its way to the US, which I hope it does, I hope you guys dive in because it is absolutely super delicious, next level. Very expensive at the moment, but they are a tiny company, small distribution, but it's super, super tasty. So this is my favorite cocktail, Sunny Hideaway, and it was cocktail number 19. The first ingredient, I'm going for some white unaged rum, 40 ml. As always, I'm going to build the sour element first, so like the daiquiri, the rum, the lime, the sugar, the sweetness. So 30 ml of lime juice, and then I kind of build out the cocktail from there. So citrus done. Now I'm going for my sweetness. They've got two parts to this sweetness. So first up, I've got my peach syrup or peach puree, whatever you want to call it, slightly thicker than a syrup. What am I doing? 50, oh, that was a good shout. 15 ml, half an ounce of peach. And then that is complemented by some ginger syrup. Now, I don't want much of this at all. Just a little 5 ml. This will give us a lovely little gingery kick to the cocktail. Right, so sour done, rum, lime, sugar. Let's go and build this. Only 2 more ingredients to come. Now, this will need explaining, so don't panic. I can sort of loosely give you alternatives for this. This is a lemon liqueur. Don't think limoncello, but we'll dive into this in a little bit. It's delicious, absolutely. It's Australian. So yeah, but tasty. 15 ml, half an ounce of this Mer lemon. Then the final ingredient that everyone around the world can get hold of. If you can't, there's some massive problem. Pineapple juice. Remember, 100% pressed pineapple juice, run out from the stuff for my events. So this is fresh out of the carton, 30 ml, 1 ounce. Right, all that's left to do is to shake it and serve it up. Now, I'll be honest, I think this cocktail could go into a highball as well. Just strain that into whichever glass you want to. Now, I'm just going to whack some crushed ice in there, make it look sexy and take some thumbnails. I can't lie to you. That is really good. Instantly, I don't know how, but I'm getting lilt. There's something in it. Maybe it's the lemon. Maybe it's the citrusiness from the Mer lemon is coming out there, replicating the sort of like the grapefruit and lilt, but you get that pineapple note. You get the gin. It's, oh, that's interesting. Perhaps it's the ginger and the lemon. That is absolutely delicious. Right, so I hope you enjoyed those top 5. Did you agree with me? If you've been following along so far and you've watched the 32-ish cocktails that are out, are any of these your favourites so far? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, there are plenty more of these coming. I reckon to get 100 cocktails into a cocktail book, I'm going to have to create at least 150 plus. So there's a long way to go yet, but I'd love you to join me. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. There are other things. I'm going to resist talking about the membership at this precise moment because there is something new coming very, very soon. It might be out by the time this video is done. I don't think so. I think you might have to wait a couple of weeks. But yeah, I'm resisting. But just keep your eyes on the description. But if you don't want to join me or anything like that, but you do want to watch another rum video, there's one on screen right now.